Yo, what up, guys? Total Control 871. Tonight I'm giving you the much anticipated. It's not really anticipated, but my new GoPro arrived. It arrived yesterday, actually. I just picked it up today, though. I'm gonna do a little bit of an unboxing. It's not really an unboxing, because I'm pretty much gonna be talking about a particular topic that I'd like to discuss tonight while I'm opening this box. Alright, so there is something kind of interesting I wanted to share with you. Let's see. In our manifesto, and everything that it came with. Let's see. Who remembers, Pleasantville, City of the Damned, GoPro crash, right? Well, apparently, BH Photo, they have like little different things they give away, when you shop with them. Or to be specific, no, actually they're not the ones giving it away. GoPro will, authorize something to be given away when you purchase certain things. The last time, my first two original GoPros, I got free LCD touchscreens. That was kind of cool. Turns out, though, GoPro wasn't lying when they said people would rarely use them, because everybody bitched about, this thing doesn't have a viewfinder or touchscreen. I do end up find myself using the app rather than the touchscreen, so they pretty much end up in a junk drawer, like never getting used. This is kind of cool. I was saying about the Pleasantville City of the Damned GoPro crash. This is a tether. Yeah, a tether. So I could definitely use a tether. I think we can all agree to that. So hopefully we'll stay a bit more secured. And other than that, we just got our, replacement GoPro and the battery GoPro. Other than that, that's about it. Let's see what else is in here. Wow, they gave me a whole bunch of tethers and stuff. Oh well. I want to talk tonight, kind of as I'm opening up this stuff. There's a conversation that I'm having online with Dustin Schmidt. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. It's kind of late and I'm kind of tired. It's over in the Pleasantville Police Sergeant John's slurry refusal. Sergeant John, as he is slurrily refusing to take my complaint. Which, by the way, I did get confirmation from Pleasantville Police Internal Investigations Unit that they have indeed received my complaint and they are, allegedly starting an investigation. My hopes are not up very high. My hopes just aren't up very high. Anyway, in this conversation, Dustin, he has, like so many, set himself to be, another armchair life coach quarterback, people who think they can tell you all about your life and everything you did wrong, and, So basically, he is saying what I've heard a few people say. Get up, go get a job, stop complaining, da. Well, first of all, let us not lose sight of the fact that the original intention of these Pleasantville videos has to do with civil rights and the right to use roads. Okay, that's the original intent. However, this Dustin goes into this this tangent where it's like you know, you're just not trying hard enough, basically. You know, it's just so disconnected, you know, people when they don't live your life, you know. Um, the races in America are definitely looking at each other through this, you know, through a precipice, through a chasm. You know, there's a lot of division going on in America, I think, you know. Division of the classes, division of religions, division of races. It's a lot of division going on. And I mean, I could sit here and tell you at length, you know, why I can't do this and why I can't do that, you know, but I basically created this little mythical scenario, you know, because he seems to think that having this stuff is the actual cause of my dilemma or homelessness. You know, this came to $570 and, excuse me, $507.70, of which insurance covered $269.69. I really did not want this. I cannot begin to tell you how much I did not want this. I mean, things just sat at the post office for a couple of days because I just, like I said before in my other videos, I'm no videographer. I don't know trick photography. You know, I really, really would have much rather, not had to do it. You know, to be honest, a lot of these electronic gadgets on my bike, they're a little bit of a pain in the ass, you know. I think I showed you in the Atlantic City Resorts video how, you know, you gotta take the time, the effort to charge these damn things. These things, they don't exactly charge as quickly as a cell phone. They take a while to charge, you know, they draw some serious power. But unfortunately, they are needed. Yeah, and the Black Rider Down video. There's a reason why there is no video of the crash. You know, I didn't have this yet. Or I didn't get it from the mailbox. You know, and yeah, you know, see, look at me. I'm blanching off into all these damn topics, you know. There's so much I want to convey, you know. A lot of my writing is curtailed. It's like you're paralyzed. You don't know if you're going to take to the street and get arrested. You know, and your only method of riding is this highly dangerous fashion where you ride in these turning lanes. You don't know if you're going to be milled under, you know. And of course, what is it? Their solution to that is just ride on quiet streets. You know, hello, we're already on a bicycle, as it is, a slower moving vehicle. I am not trying to take, you know, you know, if my journey is already an hour and a half, why do I want to add another hour and a half to it? Taking your tranquil side streets or ferreting out these bike lanes and shit, you know, or bike paths, should I say, not lanes. There's a difference. All right, let me, you know what? Let me collect my thoughts here. Because there's a reason why I started this video. You know, I wanted to discuss the conversation that I'm currently having with Dustin over in the Sergeant John's slurry refusal video. And the challenge is open to everybody who wants to get in on it, to be honest. The challenge basically is, what if I never purchased any of this shit, okay? No bike, no GoPro, no GPS, no bike clothing, none of it, okay? And because you did not purchase it, you now have $8,000, because that's what the entire net worth of the estate is, like $8,000, right? So you got $8,000. What do you do? What would you do with that $8,000 were you me? That's the challenge that I put to Dustin. Uh, he uh, he kind of fumbled around with it. And again, going back to what I was originally saying, you don't want to believe that a person is capable of that level of incompetence where it's really like basic third grade math. You don't even need a calculator for this. Um, yes, I could have taken $8,000 and initiated a 12-month lease. Emphasis on the word initiated. It could have gotten you first and last month's rent. Actually, I think in a lot of these apartments now, they're wanting 2 months rent and a security. It's it's getting rough out there. They want like 2 months rent and a security. So the point is, though, with whatever they're asking for moving in, security, you're going to need utilities cut on in there. So you'll burn through about, we'll say 4,000. So $4,000, you now have $4,000 left over. Bear in mind, you just signed a 12-month lease. Your rent's about $1,000 a month. These apartments, they're not exactly ultra modern, so you're not going to have the best energy efficient windows or doors or things like that. So your utility bill, it's going to be a little higher than your middle class or upper middle class counterpart, who can afford to live in apartments like that. So you're going to be burning out a couple of hundred in utilities. And because you don't have the bike now, remember, you never did that. So you now have to spend money on a bus pass. Bus passes have gotten pretty pricey these days. I checked into them. I was blown away. I haven't excuse me, I haven't bought a bus pass in ages. I have no idea what they cost, but the multi-zone bus passes are extremely expensive now. It's starting to get, up there, 150, 160, depending on how far you have to go in your commute, and that's something that you got to budget, every month. So yeah, the whole point of it is that, there's just simply not enough money, so please get off my ass with, this shit, because it simply wasn't enough money to get me into an apartment and keep me there. Okay, keep me there. That's the operative term. Now, if I am being 100% honest, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, this whole journey of mine that I'm going through, I'm not looking to create some false sympathy. I'm not even necessarily trying to get genuine sympathy. I'm just a person, an amateur vlogger who's just simply putting out there what's going on in his life. That's it. There's a lot of tragedy in my life, but anyway, I'm just simply putting it out there. It is what it is. If it's tragedy, it's tragedy. If not, it's not. But yeah, that's where I was going with that thought. Being honest, I will admit there is a small portion of this that is, shall we say, self-imposed. Meaning, just like I have no desire to own a car, I have no desire to be part of a corporate world. I do not wish to have a job that is what? In an office. I'm trying to really think how I can really describe this to you. Yeah, I'll just say it to you the way I said it to Dustin in the thread. The movie, Get on the Bus, the old man, I forget his name, who ended up dying, you know, and he shared with the rest of the guys on the bus why he felt the need to be part of this Million Man March. And yeah, you know, that was me. You'll have to watch the movie to understand my reference, or I was going to say just watch the old man part, but you probably wouldn't get the understand it if you just did the old man part. But I know you guys are not going to go and watch Million Man March, or excuse me, Get on the Bus. Anyway, but Dad, that was me. I definitely thought I used to have this work ethic where, you know, balls to the walls, you give it your 110%, you know, and, you know, you did everything you could, you know, for your employer, you know, regardless of their race, you know, regardless of my race. And, you know, from my very first job, I learned, very first job, how you will be taken advantage of. And that's just all there is to it. You know, first job, cliche, McDonald's. You know, and there I was a juvenile, you know. And it's like 1 in the morning. Not allowed to work until that late, but there was total control, hammering out the hours because I understand nobody's going to give you anything. You have to work for it. And I'm hammering out the hours. And I go to clock out. And some ghetto-fied shift supervisor, what you doing? I'm going to go clock out. Oh, you don't got to do that. We already took care of that for you. Yeah. You did? How did you know when I'd be done? Oh, everybody's got to be off the clock by 11. Oh, okay. Huh. Everybody's got to be off the clock by 11. Even though the work wasn't done until 1. Sometimes later. This is, of course, long before your McDonald's stayed open 24 hours. You know, there was a detailed breakdown at night. Now, of course, you could make a stink about that. And Miss Ghetto-fied shift supervisor would be like, huh? Oh, really? Oh, hold on. How much do we owe? How much do we owe you? You just tell me right now. Okay, I'm going to put that right in your next check. It'll be in your next check, all right. Pretty much your last check. You go to check next week's schedule, see how many hours you got. 4. Not even a whole shift. We don't want to overwork you. Oh, no, because we can't have you working all late and not getting paid. So you learn. One of the first lessons that I learned in life about work. You know, you play their dirty games just so that you can get a scrap of a paycheck. That's the way that pretty much went, you know. There really was no opportunity for a better life. There is a shitload that I could say about that. I see I'm already getting up to like 20 minutes here. There is no parents, you know. There's no parents. My father threw me out the house when I was 14. He did not like the fact that, you know, looking back on the 2 main reasons why he threw me out the house, I really don't know which one pissed him off worse. the fact that I was gay or the fact that I had this affinity, you know, for toys, for comics, for, you know, I seriously believe that this man cringed with embarrassment as I was out in front of my house at the ripe old age of 16, you know. And bear in mind, I had a large frame even back then, you know, so I'm pretty much looking like this, you know, almost adult son, you know, at the, you know, he you know, so, but when I was 14, when I was 14, um, he called social services and had them remove me from the house. He just didn't want me anymore. They tried to send me back for like home visits as I was in the group home and shit like that. And it did not work. Like I said, there I am, you know, 14, 15, 16 years old. I'm out in front of the house. I got this massive ass Cobra, Nightwing, Nightbird, you know, big ass black jet, you know, and I am going up and down the sidewalk, deploying the landing gear, man. I fucking love that jet, man. It had the drone on top, you know. Um, and not to speak disparagingly of the transgender community, but you would think that this man could at least see the silver lining to him having a gay son. You know, I don't feel the need to be the female sex. And I love boy toys, you know. Yeah, I played with them till, you know, grown kid. What can I tell you? So yeah, so basically that's me telling you that there was no father. The mother situation, that's a different, I think I shared about that in a different video, but I'll cover the mother thing in a different video. So there's no parent support. Group home, in the group home, that's a fiasco. A lot of, bullying. When I say bully, I mean real bullying, not this fucking, new millennial stupid shit bullying. Oh, they said something that hurt my feelings. Oh, get the fuck out of here, all right? I wish I had it that goddamn easy, you know? You know, I remember pulling a Ben Carson on the playground. Some motherfucker went up on me. I had the fucking steak knife and shit. Yeah, I pulled the fucking Ben Carson, but no, I didn't stab him, but I did brandish the knife. Um, shit's crazy. All right, but yeah, I was, I'll put it to you like this. I'll tell you this story. I remember a so-called friend, you know, if you want to call them friends. He says to me, I forget his name too, whatever it was. I forgot, I don't think he was a friend. It was just some kid that was on the playground that particular day. I'm like 9 or 10 years old. And he says, yo, I got a picture of a naked woman, back here in the near, the alleyway of the playground. You want to see it? Now, I didn't really want to see a picture of a naked woman, but I just thought, if I said yeah, pretended like I liked it, then this kid would be cool for, playing with toys or something. We can play together or something. If I act like I liked his fucking nudie picture, whatever. So he walked to the back of the alley and he turns and looks at me and just a strange look on his face. It's just from out of nowhere he just bam punches me right in the nose and that's it. That was the kind of real bullying. There was a lot of that. A lot of that. A lot of physical violence. And I really, really detest physical violence. I was definitely always a very mild-mannered person. I'm trying to move this along as quickly as I can. Yeah, I think somebody said that I didn't say what my disability was. Dustin said that. Dude, you gotta get the wax out your ears, man, or get your reading glasses on if you're reading my comments, dude. I've said it a number of times. I have a surgically rebuilt ankle. I think the uh, surgical term for it is a bimalar ankle fracture. Basically, it means. Let's see, what have I got? I got one of my damn shoes. Fuck here. My foot. Okay. My right foot in my accident was rotated 180 degrees, over 180 degrees, okay? So, outwards too. It rotated backwards. So, when I was laying face down and I'm looking over my left shoulder, I could see my toes, not my heel. Okay? Does that explain that to you? My ankle is filled with hardware. So there you go. Let's see. Yeah, somebody said about how can I ride the bike, dude? I can't even begin to fucking tell you in doctor surgical terms. All I can tell you is that, I'll take the fucking shoe off again. This is my right foot here. As you're walking, okay, I'll try and simulate this as best I can. You got your heel-toe action when you're walking. I am good on the heel. Pretty good. Put my heel down, we're rolling forward, and as you begin to, go, it's that last motion that I can't have, that I just seem to have a problem with when you are basically vaulting the bulk of your weight off of the ball of your foot. Heel, toe, vault off. That last part of the articulation, I cannot do. So, it's why I have a limp. I remember after the accident, I was like really pissed and worried that, damn, I just got into clipless pedals. I just got into, so I just spent a shitload of money on cycling shoes. Yes, I was working and I was not homeless at the time. So anyway, but I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to. After the physical therapy, after I maxed out physical therapy, what do you call it? It turns out that the clipless shoes, that's the only way I can cycle. I think in the video, Dearly Departed, man, I was fucking dying on that bike, man. Trying to ride without my clip shoes in these fucking rubber clogs. Oh my God, that shit was fucking agonizing. So the clip-in system basically acts like a brace, almost like an orthopedic brace itself. So it aids me greatly in the cycling. And like I said, I got the, hold on. Get up over here. Please allow me my brace. This is something that I need. I'm sorry if I'm disabled, but I need this. I need this for walking, to minimize the threat of falling, okay? I don't want to fall anymore. It's very painful, okay? I am so fucking done with lawsuits. They take fucking forever, okay? I am not looking for a new lawsuit. I am not fishing for one. All I want to do is have some decent work where I can supplement my disability. All right. Yeah, so I think I had started saying that a little bit of this is self-imposed. yeah, the kinds of jobs and shit, you know. But yeah, that's why I did kind of give you a an explanation. What can I say, man? I don't fare very well in those environments. You know, do you know what kind of work that I want? And I've never had it, and I hope to God I'm not. How they say, careful what you wish for. I want line assembly work, grave shift line assembly work. I think I would enjoy something repetitious that, I don't really got to think too much about. Once I got it down pat, really good, I would like that, something where I know you guys are probably like, and I know the feds who like watch this channel and shit, they gotta be like jotting down all kinds of shit about me. But yeah, I want to be spaced away from the next person on the conveyor belt. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to have a work relationship with them. I really don't. That might sound terrible, but it's not that. I just find that, having relationships, platonic shit I'm talking about, a simple platonic work relationship, it just always ends up getting, I just don't want to. I don't like people, just, a nice, repetitious job, definitely in a chair where I can be seated, uh, hopefully nothing that's too bad on my back. Or where, if it gets bad, I can stand up a little bit there too. So I guess like in a stool and then, come off the stool when I need to. Um, yeah, something like that. I'm probably rambling now. What can I tell you, man? I didn't want these. I get tired of having to fucking plug in my bike. That's basically what you're doing. I got I got the Garmin, I got a Garmin, and my Garmin, it's actually a lower priced one. Some of those Garmin GPSs can cost almost $1,000. It's got all kinds of swanky, crazy shit in it. This one is definitely a much lower one. Uh, Touring Plus. Garmin Edge Touring Plus or whatever. It's just a really basic Garmin. You get a map. It's just for touring. And that's what it is. That's what I need. See, this is what I'm saying. These are the things that I select. I don't select the super swanky shit.